If we simply want to change the font and the size of the text, but don't need to change its color, we can do so using buttons on the status bar. Notice near the left end of the status bar, there are two buttons displaying the words Arial and the number 12. This indicates that our current font is Arial and our current size is 12 points. To alter text using the status bar, first we need to select the text we wish to alter. So let's click and drag to select Sales Personnel. Next, we click on the box displaying the word Arial, and a list of available fonts appears. Let's select Times New Roman by clicking on it. And the menu closes and the text appears in the new font. Now to change the font size, we click on the box displaying the number 12, and a list of available sizes appears. To select a new size, we click on 18. To get a better view of the changes, we press the right arrow key to deselect the text. Now that we've enhanced the first heading, let's add one more piece of formatting by making the word to appear in boldface. To do so, first we select the text. With the text highlighted, there are three ways to bold, italicize, and underline it. We can open the text menu and choose the appropriate attribute, press the related shortcut key, or click on a smart icon. This time, let's press the keyboard shortcut Control-B. If we press the right arrow key once, we can see that the bold attribute has been applied. Next, let's add a postscript to our memo. First, we move to the end of the document by pressing Control-End. Now, let's press Enter twice to enter two blank lines. As we've just seen, to change the character formatting of existing text, we must first select the text and then make the desired formatting changes. However, we can also apply formatting prior to entering text by simply selecting the desired attribute and then entering the text. Let's make this new line of text appear bold by turning on the bold attribute by pressing the shortcut key Control-B. Now we type P.S. a colon, and 2 spaces. Notice how this text now appears bold. We continue by typing, "Please let me know if you have any questions." And add a period. Then we press Control-B again to turn off the bold attribute, so that any additional text we enter will appear normal. That looks pretty good, but what if we wanted to add an underline to this text? First, we select the text. Now we could underline the text by pressing the shortcut key Control-U, but this time let's use the smart icon to apply the underline attribute. Notice that in the middle of the smart icon bar are 3 icons displaying the letters B, I, and U. These are the bold, italic, and underline icons, which can be used to add or remove the desired attribute. For example, if we click on the bold button displaying the letter B, the bold attribute is removed from the sentence. To get a better look, we deselect the sentence by pressing any arrow key. Now to bold and underline the sentence, we reselect it. Then we click on the bold button. Then the underline button, which displays the letter U. When we press the right arrow, we see that the sentence appears both bold and underlined. Now let's take a moment to format the rest of the memo. Since this involves procedures you're already familiar with, please pause the tape now and complete interactive exercise number 2 in your workbook. I'll see you when you're finished. Welcome back. If you successfully completed the exercise, your screen should look something like this. Now that we've made some changes to this document, let's save it. First, we open the File menu. Now, we could use the Save command to save our work. However, if we were to choose Save at this time, MicroVideo would overwrite the original document with the changes we just made. Since we want to preserve the original document, we select the Save As option by clicking on it. And the Save As dialog box appears. To save this file with a different name, we simply type in the new name in the File Name box. Let's name it New Memo by typing that in and pressing Enter. MicroVideo saves the file and returns us to the document. Now that we've saved our new document, let's print it out. First, we reopen the File menu. Notice that in the fourth section of the menu, there are several print-related commands. Master Document and Merge are options used in creating form letters. Print Envelope will access a dialog box of options related to printing envelopes. Selecting Print will allow us to print the current document, while Printer Setup allows us to select a printer and modify printer-specific options. For our purposes, we'll simply select Print by clicking on it. And the Print dialog box appears. The Print dialog box allows us to set various print options, such as the number of copies to print, which pages to print, and whether MicroVideo should print odd, even, or all pages. Since we don't need to change any of these settings, we simply click on the OK button. MicroVideo displays a message that our document is printing. In a few moments, you should get a printed page that looks similar to this. We're done with our work here, so let's exit MicroVideo by pressing the keyboard shortcut Alt F4. And in a few moments, we'll return to the Windows screen. This concludes the second segment of our course, in which we learned how to move around in a document, select passages of text, apply some basic formatting, and print out a copy of our work. Please pause the tape now and complete the additional exercise and quiz at the end of Segment 2 in your workbook. Then, when you're ready, we'll begin Segment 3, in which we'll explore how to duplicate, reposition, and replace text.